Bennett's Curve, Book of Riddles. I love this book. Why do birds fly south? Because it is too far to walk. What gets lost every time you stand up? Your lap. What kind of dog has no tail? A hot dog. Sometimes we would joke, me and Dad would joke and say, why is a dog a hot dog? Because it's the dog is a hot dog because it's been lying in the sun for an hour. What is the last thing you take off when you go to bed? Your feet. You take your feet off the floor. What do giraffes have that no other animals have? Little giraffes. Why does the fireman wear red braces? To keep his trousers up. Why did the little boy throw the clock out the window? Because he wanted to see time fly. The clock with wings on it. What is the best way to make a fire with 2 sticks? Oh, I know this one. Make sure one of the sticks is a match. What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence? Time to get a new fence, because when the elephant sits on the fence goes boof, and then you have to get a new fence, unless you want your neighbours to be able to get into your garden. What did the big firecracker say? What did the big firecracker say to the little firecracker? My pop is bigger than your pop. Pop, pop. What goes up when rain comes down? An umbrella to keep you dry. What kind of animals can jump high their house? All kinds of animals. Houses cannot jump. What holds up a train? It's not a red light. What holds up a train? Bad men. What is a bird after he is 4 days old? 5 days old. What is the first thing you put in a garden? It's not soil. Your foot. Why is an egg not like an elephant? If you do not know, I would not want to send you to get eggs, because you would come back with an elephant instead, and you cannot eat elephants, only eggs. What dog keeps the best time? This is very funny. A watchdog. Because we were watchers and watching. Why do white sheep eat so much more than black sheep? Because there are so many more white sheep. What is big and red and eat rocks? A big red rock eater. That's on the front of the cover. How many lines can you put in an empty cage? 1. After that, the cage is not empty. How many balls of string will it take to reach the moon? Just 1, but it would have to be a big one. Why does a hen lay eggs? Because if she let them drop, they would break. What makes more noise than a cat stuck in a tree? stuck in a tree? Why does a baby pig eat so much? Because he wants to make a hog of himself. If you drop a white hat into the Red Sea, what will it become? A wet hat. Wet. What kind of animal has a head like a cat and a tail like a cat, but is not a cat? A kitten. Why does a dog stand on one leg? This is very funny. Because if he took 2 legs off the ground, he would fall down. Name 5 things that have milk in them. Butter, cheese, ice cream, and 2 cows. Who always goes to bed with his shoes on? A horse, because he can't take his shoes off. When is a cook bad? When he beats an egg. What did the pig say when a man got him by the tail? Pig said, "This is the end of me." And that's the end of that one. What?
Do you want to read the other riddle book as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why were you going to stop?
Because I wasn't sure if you'd stopped or if you were still going.
I think I said that I would do story time for an hour today.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hour of story time today, and then I might say that I'm available tomorrow, or I might not. What's the best way to get something out from under an elephant? Wait for the elephant to go away. For what man should you always take off your hat? The barber. Oof. A hen can lay an egg 4 inches long. Can you beat that? Yes, with an egg beater. When can 3 big women go out under one little umbrella and not get wet? Well, it's not raining. When will a net hold water? When the water turns to ice. What is the best way to keep a skunk from smelling? Hold his nose. What is the best way to make trousers last? Make the coat first. What is white, has just 1 horn, and gives milk? A milk truck. Honk, honk. He delivers milk to people. He has 1 horn, and the milkman is white. What is the best way to catch a fish? Have someone throw it to you. What kind of animal eats with his tail? All kinds of eat with the tails. They can't take them off. What is the hardest thing about learning to ride a bicycle? The thing you fall on. Why did the little boy put ice in his father's bed? Because he liked cold pop. What sings, has 4 legs, is yellow, and weighs 1,000 pounds? 2 500-pound canaries. What is the best thing to put into a pie? Your teeth, because then the pie tastes nice. What comes all the way to the house but never gets in? The steps. When is a boy not a boy? When he turns into a store. Why does a giraffe eat so little? Because A giraffe can go a long way. What horse can fly like a bird? A horsefly, except that you can't ride it. It's too small and too fast too. You'll never get onto it. Why does a cook always put on a high white hat? To cover his head. What has 2 legs like an Indian, 2 eyes like an Indian, 2 hands like an Indian, looks just like an Indian, but is not an Indian? A picture of an Indian. What should you do when you see a big lion? Hope the big lion does not see you. What looks just like half of a loaf of bread? The other half of a loaf of bread. Can you drop a full glass and spill no water? Yes, when the glass is full of milk. Why does a cow go over a hill? Because a cow can't go under a hill. When should you give elephant milk to a baby? When the baby is an elephant. What can fall down and never get hurt? Snow can fall down and never get hurt. Which will burn longer, the candles on the birthday cake of a boy or the candles on the birthday cake of a girl? No candles burn longer. They all burn shorter. Where will the cat be when the lights go out? In the dark. What kind of coat should be put on where it's wet? A coat of paint. What birds can't fly as high as you can jump? A bird in a cage. When should you put a saddle on a horse backwards? When you want to see where you have been. The end.